Now, before just starting to the Selenium, we must understand what is a web page first. Okay, let's talk about the basics of web page. What is a web page? Because we are going to test a web page actually. So if you see www.sourcedemo.com, so this is the login page. Okay, so we this is the UI of it. Okay, user interface. But what is the background of this user interface basically? So if I inspect, so if I right click to any web page, if I right click to any web page, you will able to see the code of it. Okay, so let me maximize this. Okay, so whoever has written this code, okay, so it is very much similar to the Java only. Like we write the code, right? For example, if you want to add two numbers in Java, you write the program, correct? If you want to create a class for employee, if you want to create a class for person, we write the code. Similarly, in order to create a web page, okay, we have to write the code. If you don't write the code, how web page will be created? So in order to create a web page, there is a language called HTML. So remember that HTML is the language which is used to create the web pages. So full form of HTML is hypertext markup language. Okay. So when we have to create a web page, we have to write a HTML code. Okay. It's a basic language which is used to create a web page. Okay. I can write it here. It is used, HTML is used, it is used to create web page. Or you can say HTML code is nothing but a HTML code is a logical representation of web page. Okay. So if I go to my web page, this is the way how it looks like, but what is behind the scene? It is the code somebody has written. So if I go, this is the code somebody has written. Okay. So this is a logical representation of a web page. So what are the things, what are the elements present inside the HTML? First, we are going to see that, and then you guys will able to understand what we have to do in Selenium actually. So it is very important to understand the structure of a web page. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to understand what we are doing exactly in the Selenium. Okay. So this is the HTML, and there are two things we have to remember in HTML is okay. So first thing first, let's create a simple web page. So in order to create a simple web page, we have to start with HTML tag. Okay. We simply write like this. This is the tag, and between this tag, I'm going to write HTML. So here, what is the thing? We write something, we write the code between this HTML tag. So remember in Java how we used to write the code. We write the code between this. Whenever we create a method, we create this curly braces, right? Let's say some method M1 is there. So this is the boundary we set. Similarly, in whenever we are creating a web page, we are creating a boundary. And in HTML tag, there are two important tags are there, which you will see in every web page is head, okay, and second is body. So if I go back to the web page code here, if you see head is there, okay, body is there, okay. So in head, what we basically write, we write the title, okay, we write the title which you see in the tab. So I am going to write the title, okay, and I'm going to name it my page. And you have to make sure you are closing the tag. Okay. So this is the title of the web page. and inside the body you can write the content. So if I go to the web page, here if you see Swag Labs is the title, okay, and this is the body. This reason is the body where you will be able to see the username, password, login button is there, okay. So this portion will comes under the body. So let's say I want to give the heading. So heading we have a h1 tag, okay, Java, and we will going to close it. Similarly, these are the tags which we have to remember. HTML tag, head tag, body tag, H1 is for heading, and P is for paragraph. Okay, paragraph. So Java is a language. Okay, now I'm going to save this file. Page. So remember, every page, whenever web page we create, it will have an extension of HTML. So I'm going to give the name page, okay, the web page I'm creating, and any name you can give, and ending with the HTML extension. I'm going to save it. So my web page is ready. If I go to my web page, let's see how it's look like. So here if you see, Java is printing, my page is the title, and Java is the language. So this is the way we basically create a web page. Few more things we are going to add it. Okay. Input tag is there to so input tag is simple. Input tag is single tag. We don't have to write between this two. Okay. Single input is required. Single tag is required. Okay. So now I have saved this, and if I go and check the web page, you will see something like this. Input box is there. Now, one more thing. Now here if you see that it is empty, and here it says username. If I want to write something, it is, if you see, it's highlighted in very low tone. So if I want to create something like this, what I'll do, there is one attribute placeholder. Okay, in the placeholder I will write username. Now if I save this HTML and I open it again, you will see username is there. Okay, so what we have learned so far. Okay, let's quickly summarize this. What we have learned about the HTML. What is HTML? It's a language to create a web page. Okay, or you can say it's a logical representation of the web page.